perfect weather.
Saw's back at it.
Back at it, full swing. Big list of ramps in the waiting. Just got to get all our clearances and whatnot. But we're ready to go. And the team's all together and motivated, especially because of the weather.
Well, and this is, I mean, even though the weather's been bad, you know, you still, what were telling me, to do 4 in January and February, considering the weather we had.
Yeah, that's 2 each month, which, you know, was pretty average for us, but it was really, the temperatures were kind of severe, and then, of course, the days that we got canceled because of snow, which did or didn't happen.
Yeah, right. Well, and for these guys to be out in the elements building these is I mean, talk about dedication.
Yes. Well, I think I was telling you earlier that we did our first ramp. We're at 180 now, and we did our first one in January, towards the end of January, and the people actually had a fire pit for us, and there was snow on the ground. So you can imagine, it was a little cold.
Yeah.
But the best surprise was at lunchtime, we usually eat sandwiches, right? That's all we bring. But anyhow, the wife of the person who we were building the ramp for, she came out and she said, I got a big pot of chili on the stove. I'll bring it out. And so we were all having our lunch around the fire pit eating chili. So,
wow, what a memory for that! You'll always,
pretty cool,
you'll always remember that. It's been great to see, Wayne, that a lot of businesses, and you've gotten some grants, and and there's always the opportunity for individuals to get involved with SAWS.
Oh yeah. We're always looking for volunteers. Whether it's the volunteers that are out here, you know, with the drill guns and whatnot, or if it's the hospitality crew that can bring the sandwiches to us, or hint, the chili.
Well, and as I mean, you've been right in there today.
Yeah,
I mean, you have been working up a sweat.
Yeah, well, I was kind of involved in this one early on, so I wanted to stick it all the way through. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
In something like this, you know, this is in most of your builds. It's a Saturday morning.
Yes.
And so you're not having to you know, give up a full day for a lot of this.
Right. That's especially what's good about what we do. And this one is, you know, this is a little shorter than our average ramp. This is coming in at around 30 feet. Our average is about 44 feet. And so with 8 volunteers here, this is, you know, we'll be out of here by lunchtime.
And a lot of this you're able to do during the week too, on Wednesday mornings.
Sure. The frames for the ramps and the frames for the platforms and these uprights, which we call UEs, those are all prefabricated in the shop. The trailer is loaded in the shop. By the way, the trailer's loaded in a specific sequence, because when we first get here, the first thing we need off the trailer is the platforms and the ramps, you know, the framing for the ramps, and the UEs. So when we're doing the prefab, we're loading all the pre-cut and pre-drilled deck boards on the bottom of the trailer. You can see some of them sticking out right there.
Yeah.
So that all that stuff is there first, which gets off last. So now you see we've got the ramps in there, and now the guys are working on putting the deck boards on as the rest of them are doing the ramp. And then John, he is starting the railings. You see the jig that's on the post back there?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's what the railings sit on, and then he's cutting them all, the heights of the railings off, and then we'll set those boards in there, and then they just get screwed. So these guys the 2 guys that are sitting back here, they're going to start doing the railings coming down. The guys that are up here are going to start putting the deck boards down, so that when the guys doing the railings come to the end, we're cleaning up and going home.
You have thought of it all, Wayne. You have thought of it all.
I didn't do it. These guys, they every time we do a deck, we come up with something new. You know, we just come up with a better way to do it. And the way we can preserve materials is we save all our scraps, and a lot of times these things get used as blocking underneath everywhere. So we don't. It's rare we throw anything away.
So if someone wants to get involved with SAWS, what's the best way to do that?
Best thing is just go to our website.
Okay.
SAWSvirginia.org.